Pokemon Go has been out for 6 years, and in these 6 years, there's been a lot of records being made and broken. Today, we're going to be breaking down some insane Pokemon Go records and taking a look back at the history of Pokemon Go world records. Before we start, huge shout out to Selimi Kong, who runs and maintains a website that keeps track of all of these records. I'll leave the link to those websites below if you want to check them out. Starting off with the first player to ever hit level 50, and this was actually a tie by two people, Fleece King and Lauren Lawley. And I believe it's not known whoever was first. I believe it was maybe a tie, but I remember I was there when Fleece King first hit level 50 in Pokemon Go.
Is everyone ready?
Let's see.
First in the world! Yeah! Let's go! There it is, ladies and gentlemen! Level 50! First in the world! Let's go! It's 3 a.m. We've started.
It was a momentous moment, honestly pretty insane, and the reason he was able to do it so early as well as Lauren is because there was some issue in which I believe some trainers got instantly taken from level 48 to level 49. They skipped a whole level and they were able to hit level 50 first in Pokemon Go, so that record is held by them. Let's talk about XP. First person to ever hit 1 billion XP in Pokemon Go, Brandon Tan, of course. We can see some of the other contenders here on the website, but as you can see in 2019 on September 17th, I believe that's what the date is, Brandon Tan 91 hit 1 billion XP, but there are people behind them and you will have their nationalities as well. Melly Magron, for example, was not so far behind, hitting it in 2020. Hakutsihiki 2011, I'm sorry if I'm saying all these names wrong, hit it in 2020 as well. As you can see, Brandon Tan, first person to hit 1 billion XP. Now, if you're wondering who has the most XP right now in the game, Brandon Tan also still has the most XP at 3,000 million XP, which is 3 billion XP. This was last updated on January 28th, 2022, so about 6 months ago, but Brandon Tan seems to hold the most XP in the game, and the same person is right behind them. Obviously, there might be some people who don't actually add their stats to the website, but there's straight up like not that many people with over 200 million XP here. About 10 people. Other than that, it's all under 200 million, which is just like insane amounts of XP. I have 170 million. Yeah, I got long ways to go. Let's talk about catches, and I recently made a short on this, but Kyairo Rina from Japan has the record for first hitting 1 million catches in Pokemon Go. Someone told me it's a dude, by the way, so I'm sorry I called it a girl because the avatar kind of messed with me. But yes, Kyairo Rina was the first player to 1 million catches in Pokemon Go, which is honestly insane. And as we talked about in that short, just last week, not long ago, hit 3 million catches. Still the world record holder for the most amount of catches and the first to 1 million in Pokemon Go. So congratulations. And this is a fun one. Shows how many people have 1 billion XP by countries. And as you can see, 28 people from the United States have it, 24 from Japan, 18 from Germany, 8. Canada with 8. Yo, let's get it. I gotta friend some of these Canadian hardcore players, man. Canada represent. Okay, let's go into some fun ones. Most amount of 100% IVs in the Pokemon storage. Now, this was updated last month, I believe. Taro Torome has 2,220 100% IVs in storage. Check this picture out. 4-star, 2,200. That is a lot of 100% IVs in the storage. That right there is the world record for most hundos. I used to not have that much storage. I'm sure a lot of people, you guys, don't even have that much storage, and they have 2,000. That's just crazy, man. That's a lot of hundos. Second place is not far behind either, only at 2,205. Total shinies in storage, Champrod, which we actually featured on the channel because they are the proud owner of the level 1 Shundo Riolu. But here you go, picture proof, 5,000 shinies. How do you even have space for that? That's crazy. Honestly, with Community Day, this does get a little dumbed down because, you know, you can get 100 shinies on Community Days, but that's just honestly insane. Now we have a fun one here. Most traded 100% IVs. Trade 100% IVs is not easy to get. 2004, held by the person who actually shared this list and made me aware of this list, Jeroen. You can follow him on Twitter. But yes, 204 from traded. That's pretty crazy. Let's check out our biggest fans of Pikachu. Who has caught the most amount of Pikachus in the world? This is a player from Finland by the name of Kilkiju. I'm sorry. It's probably cringy to hear me say your name if you're watching this and that's you, but that person has a total of 150 plus 1,000 Pikachus caught. You can see it on screen right now. This person likes Pikachu. This person's like Pikachu. They literally also have 7,777 lucky Pikachus, which is just like insane. The next person behind that has actually submitted data to this website is Tasty Brie, and they only have 45,000 Pikachus. You gotta love Pikachu at that point. Now these are fun ones. Most catches in a single hour. This is the 60-minute Collector's Medal Challenge, and the trainer by the name of RedHeart715 has a total of 1,157 catches in an hour. Proof right here, before and after. I'm sure, yeah, that there's probably, you have to do the math, but 1,000 catches in an hour. Let's calculate how many that is a minute. That is 19 catches every single minute. People probably ask, like, how do you do this? Well, most likely they have AR mode, they have their auto catcher going in the background, they're probably either in a car driving around, and they're also doing the quick catch technique. So they're doing everything they can to catch as fast as possible. This is an interesting challenge I could do one time. There's also challenges like 24-hour catches. What's the most amount of catches you can get in 24 hours? This is held by a Japanese trainer, Taro Tirota. I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. But they have 11,400 catches in a 24-hour period. Like, what, do you not sleep? That is 475 catches every single hour. You know, that's not as much as the hour challenge, but you got to think about doing that for 24 hours straight. Do you take a break? That could be unhealthy. Those could be some fun challenges to do. Let me know the most amount of Pokemon you've caught in an hour. Now, what about Shundos? Most amount of Shundos someone has in their account, and this is held by a trainer called You Don't Raid Enough from United States. They have a total of 65 Shundo Pokemon, and as you can see here on screen, 65 Shundos. Now, the unfortunate thing is this is kind of a hard thing to look at because they could have been using maps and they could have been using cheating, obviously, but I believe most of these trainers are legit trainers. I believe Selimi Kong has been trying to keep it as legit as possible. But congratulations, 65 Shundos is still insane, even if they are using maps. Latias there as well, that's obviously from a raid, which is crazy. We're gonna end it off with the most amount of Pokestops spun, and that is the Backpacker medal held by Helsinki Trolley from Finland with a total of 1.5 million Pokestops spun. That is a lot of items if you do ask me. I only have 59,000 Pokestops spun. That's like, what, more than 10 times? That's just a lot more Pokestops spun than me. You know what, why not one more just for this episode? Most snapshots of a buddy, I like this one. Kilkiju, I think we already talked about this person. 1,100,000 snapshots of this shiny Pikachu. This is the person who I think had the Pikachu record with the most amount of Pikachus ever caught. Oh my God, 1,100,000 Pikachu snapshots? That's just insane, man. I'd be lucky if I hit 100 snapshots with a Pokemon before its best buddy. That is the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. We could do a part 2 in which we cover more world records because this website is full of them. Honestly though, thank you again to Selimi Kong for holding up this website, keeping it all tracked. And if you guys want to submit data, I believe there is a method you could do it. Just maybe tag Selimi Kong if you have a record and you think you deserve a spot on one of these lists. Obviously check with the website first. But that's it, guys. If you want to see part 2, let me know in the comment section below. We're gonna see you on the next one. Follow this, everyone. Peace.